Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm John.
I'm hungry.
And I'm hungry too. So, welcome. We are eating some Texas Roadhouse today.
That's right. We had a gift card. I don't know why we didn't spend it before now, but today was the day, and we're excited. It's nice to not have to cook. It's a hot day. We're having a huge stretch of hot weather, and grilled meat especially always sounds good, but nobody wants to be stuck outside when it's like 100.
Yeah, it's like 98 degrees out today, and I don't want to be grilling out there. So.
Right. So let's talk about what we have.
My goodness, it smells delicious.
I know.
Here.
Let's quick run through this.
It smells so good.
Then we can eat. So we have, what do they call their oniony thing? It's not the blooming thing, but it's the is it cactus?
Blossom. It's a blossom.
Right. So we have the onion ring type thing, and we each got a salad with ranch. Notice our fancy china. We both got ribeyes.
Yep.
I got mashed potatoes and a roll.
I got the ribeye. I got some ribs to go with it. A baked potato. We've got butter and sour cream and some barbecue sauce. I'm starving.
Let's dig in.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to eat some of the oniony stuff because I'm not the biggest fan of that one. That looks cold. So we have ranch dressing, and we have their whatever this stuff is. I don't remember if I like it or not, so I'm going to try it.
It said it's like a horseradish sauce.
Oh, so I probably won't like it.
So I got ranch because ranch goes with everything. Ranch is like sauce of the gods.
You like horseradish?
It's okay. Yeah, these are good.
Let's just try that.
Okay.
I don't really know what it is, but it wasn't too spicy for me. It was okay.
Ah, those are good. I didn't realize how hungry I was.
Yeah, you say that, but get into your salad, and then you know what? I may save my salad. I'm going to take a little bit of it. Here's one thing that's bad about the dips is all the
stuff falls off in there.
Yeah. I'm going to try, eat some of my salad, but that I'll eat later. But I'm going to get to my meat here in a minute.
Yeah, get to the meat. Get to the meat. Yeah, I love these onion things. They're good.
I do too. I haven't had Texas Roadhouse in forever. It's not one of my favorite places. I've had a couple bad experiences there, I'll say. I don't think they do it anymore. I don't know. I'm allergic to nuts, I'll say, before I start rambling. So, not food-wise, not service-wise, but I've had a couple. I'm not so allergic that I can't be there, but I have sat next to a couple of tables when peanut shells are flying through the air, like big groups of people that are really getting down with the peanuts, and I've had some issues there before. Do they still do that?
I don't know.
I know in the waiting area you can crack nuts and eat them. I'm not sure if they still do it at the tables, but that's my gripe with Texas Roadhouse, and I guess people with nut allergies just need to remember that and stay away.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't been there, I don't know, decades. All right. Those are good. I gotta try the steak.
Me too.
I lost my knife.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Found it.
My dad always really liked Texas Roadhouse with the dancing. It always feels festive in there. Is it good?
That's good.
How'd you get your steak?
Medium rare.
Oh, is it?
As far as I can tell. So far, so good. Let's see if their ribs are any good. I love to smoke ribs. So far, have not done any barbecue this year. It's been difficult because it takes so much time, because we've done the move, we've done, there's too much to do around here.
Right.
It's hard to take a day to just spend doing barbecue.
We have had 2 weekends. It is now whatever the heck day it is, July something something. Mid-July. We've had 2 weekends so far that we haven't been moving.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
We've
it.
had stuff at the old place that we've had to go back and get over time. And so one of the weekends was my son's birthday. The very first weekend we were like, oh, yay, we don't have to do anything, was his birthday. And of course, had to celebrate with him. Wanted to celebrate with him, it was fine. And then the other weekend, we definitely got to work on stuff. I can't tell what's sour cream and what's butter because they're
Yeah, they're both like
their
whipped.
butter's like all whipped. Can you tell? Oh, this is sour cream
Yeah, that's for
sure. Okay, so this is butter.
Butter.
I am a butter and sour cream girl on baked potatoes, but I tend to get mashed. I don't mind a baked potato. What I really like is to do a baked potato for like a lunch and load it up with chili cheese or whatever. I don't do that very often, and I don't know why. I should do that more. We have a local spot
I was just gonna mention that.
called Hungry Hobo, and they're kind of known. They're definitely known for their sandwiches. It's a cold sandwich place. You know, I can't even compare it to Subway, but that kind of deli sandwich and fresh baked bread, and it's really awesome.
Yeah,
But
Hungry Hobo is.
But instead of on, you know, they do have chips and stuff that you can get on the side, but a lot of people go in there for their potatoes, and you can get chili cheese. You can, I mean, they have a whole menu for baked potatoes.
Their baked potatoes are huge.
They are, and one of the things they do, and I can't remember what day, but they have them half price or for really cheap, and you can get taco potatoes, and they're known for those, and they're really good. And you think about it, I want to say they're like $5 or $6 a piece. And think about it next time. We should do this. We have extra fixings from tacos. We should just, how much is it to buy a couple of potatoes and then just put all your taco stuff on top, and you're using up your leftovers, and it's cheap and good and different than just a taco.
Yeah. We've got potatoes right now, so.
Yeah.
And we've got leftovers from our taco challenge.
Right. So when do you, what I was starting to say is it's always hard for me to choose between mashed potatoes and baked potatoes. It's like Sophie's choice.
Yeah, I love mashed potatoes. That's one of my favorite, but man, if you can get a good baked potato, I mean, that's great too.
I love those places that do the loaded, which actually Texas Roadhouse is one of them that they want to. I think Cracker Barrel has really good mashed potatoes, if I remember right. But Texas Roadhouse, you can put mushrooms and cheese, and you know. But of course, it's, do you want cheese? It's $1. Do you want mushrooms? It's $2. Do you want onions?
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
So pretty soon your mashed potatoes end up being like $45.
Yeah, you get a little steak for $16.99. Next thing you know, it costs $30.
Right. So, how much was this?
It was $52.
For
Something like that.
for all of this. We did, of course, we are not eating in, so we didn't have to worry about drinks and stuff. But to get salads, the bread there is awesome. Potatoes on the side, and a starter. That's not bad. And
No.
since we have the gift card,
So, the gift card took about half of that then. So, what we paid out of pocket was like $26.
I just took my first bite of steak, and I don't know why I waited so long. Holy moly!
Yeah, it's good.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's well seasoned. I think it's cooked right. It's delicious. This baked potato is great. You got to try it.
Okay. You want to try? Take a bite of mine.
Sure. Let me get you a good bite here, because with the skin, you can tell that they seasoned it. It's like got butter and salt and pepper and everything on it. Here, try this.
Okay, I trade you.
All right. Okay, you feed me.
Okay.
Mm.
That's a big bite.
Yeah, shove it in there.
That's good.
Yeah. They season salt and pepper on the skin, and I think they put like butter and stuff on it or something. It is delicious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So anyways, this summer seems to be flying by so far.
Doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So we are getting ready to go on vacation. Talked about this in another video, but if you're new or didn't see that video, we are going to New Orleans for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, for the first time staying there. I think you've had a little stop there.
Like 4 hours.
Yeah, and I went through, traveled through there, but we've never gone there as our destination, stayed there, hung out. So we're gonna do Cafe du Monde.
Of course.
And we're getting beignets. Actually, I think there's 2 different beignets places that we want to try. But if you know where we should go, let us know. I know there's a bunch of like historical things you can do, architecture tours and that kind of stuff.
Ghost tours.
Mm-hmm. So we're not going to do any swamp tours, or we're not interested in that. We're going there to see Queen, my favorite band of all time. And so that's the main attraction. But we definitely want to get some food stuff in. And we're going to bring you along and take video while we're there.
Yep. We'll try something new. I've just recently purchased the 360-degree camera. So we're going to go down Bourbon Street.
We're staying on Bourbon Street.
We're right there on Bourbon Street. So we're going to, try to get some awesome shots that we can upload for you guys from our trip. So hopefully that all works out.
Can't take that to the Queen concert. We originally wanted to, but we don't want to risk
having it confiscated.
Yeah, because after you read the tickets, it said absolutely not, which is really strange because everybody records on their camera.
Right, on their phone, yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean, on their phone.
Right. I have no idea why I'm filling up on potatoes and salad.
Yeah, I didn't even touch my salad. So anyway, our trip is I don't know when, in August, like the 3rd week of August.
Yeah, we're going like August 18th, which is a Sunday. The concert
17th
is on that Tuesday.
And the 17th, our local Quad City Symphony Orchestra every year puts on a summer concert, and they do the music of some band. So it is a tribute singer backed by the Quad City Orchestra, and it's really cool. Last year we went, I wasn't so impressed last year. I've gone and had really good time and had really good music. Last year we got there late, had to kind of sit towards the back, but also I didn't think it was as entertaining. I went when it was Michael Jackson, and it was amazing. They've done Elton John, they've done the Beatles. Last year it was the Eagles, which we like the Eagles.
We do, but it was hard to hear. The speakers weren't very good.
So this year they're doing Queen, which I've been so ironic. I've been asking and waiting because Queen lends itself to that so well. So of course that's the 17th, and then we're seeing actual Queen on the 20th.
Yep.
But that'll be a good little primer. Get us ready.
That's right.
And it's been flooding around here, so they had to change the venue, which makes me a little nervous because the Quad Cities sits on the Mississippi River, and we are on the Iowa side, and they moved it to the Illinois side, just fine, because we're responsible. We're gonna Uber and whatever, and that's not a big deal. But it's on Arsenal Island, and it's difficult to get in and out of there, and because it's government, they check. I don't know if they waive that. Do they relax that when there's like a big event or something?
I don't know. They said to bring picture IDs, because I think you're gonna have to show it at the gate. So yeah, that's gonna suck. That'll take forever to get on then.
Where before, it was very easy to get on and off. I think that's going to be a nightmare. And you're stuck. It's not like you can take a different way. I mean, you have to go through a checkpoint to get on. So.
Yeah. There are basically, from the Iowa side, there are 2 bridges that you can use. I mean, 3 technically, but like to go directly to Arsenal Island, there's 1 bridge. There's another bridge that's kind of close by that you can use from the other side of the Arsenal, but that's under construction.
Right.
So it's, I don't know. We'll get there.
I really wish, because it flooded downtown Davenport, I understand why they changed the venue. I just wish they would have found something else.
Yeah.
But
That's where they had the fireworks this year too for the 4th. They moved it again. Usually they launch it from the river, and everybody gets in LeClaire Park in Davenport,
which
everybody
is
goes
where the
down
Pops
there.
was supposed to be.
Right. And because of the damage from the flooding, they had to move that too, and they moved that to Arsenal Island. So hopefully,
It was really bad. We can attach that. We have a video of it.
right.
We can attach that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And
But-
weeks and weeks and weeks long. It
Yeah.
wasn't just a weekend or anything. It was weeks long.
I mean, there were people from, like, kayaking down the middle of streets and stuff. And
They're trying to revitalize our downtown area, where all the oldest part of town is, goes down to where the river is, and that's where all the oldest buildings are. Well, that's not where all the new businesses are going. They're up, kind of in a newer area, and so they're trying to revitalize that area and put some new things down there. And of course, there was a bunch of places that were supposed to open that now either can't, or it's postponed, or
Yeah,
they
there were
lost a ton of money.
a lot of new restaurants down there that got, they just opened up and then they had to shut down because of the flood. Now they've got all the damage from the flood. It's heartbreaking, A lot of people had, these were their dreams to open up the restaurant. So. And then you've got a good friend who's got a restaurant down there, and he's been putting videos up every day but when the flood was going on, about where the flood's at, and you can still get there.
And there's a little grocery store downtown, and they were boating people in and out. Or, I don't know if they were boating people, or if they were coming to you, seeing what you wanted, and going back and getting it and delivering. It was a little Asian market. So for those people that shop that, and that's where they get all of their things, and that's the only place to get that kind of thing in the downtown area.
Right.
And you're used to cooking with certain ingredients that you can't just walk in anywhere and
Yeah, you
get.
can't just get it from the regular grocery store.
Crazy. So we're past that. But because of the move, we haven't really done anything summary. We love the farmer's market. Well, it's not just the move. That's also where the farmer's market is. And we haven't gone once.
Right.
We haven't done, and now it's 100-degree weather for about a week. So, go ahead.
That's one of the things that we love to do. We love to go camping too, but we're not going to go camping when it's 98 degrees out. That's not fun at all.
No.
So, we missed the spring because of all the moving and everything going on. And
We didn't have much of a spring either.
no, it went from like cold and winter to rain.
If you're in a different part of the world, let us know if you're having a crazy weather situation where you are too. I feel our weather has been really, and here's the other thing, because we had so much flooding, the gnats here have been ridiculous. That's all people complain about. I mean, and apparently I'm allergic to gnats, or I'm allergic when 8,000 of them bite me. I mean, I have scars from gnat bites this year.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. With all the moisture and everything from the rains, Those gnats were so bad. You couldn't even spend 5 minutes outside.
No. And because we moved into a new house and we love to garden and that kind of thing. Where are you going? Will you get pepper while you're up?
Yeah.
We love to garden, but it's been too wet. It's been too hot. It's been too buggy. I'm really worried about some of our plants.
For what? From what?
Just weather. They're not doing. I don't feel we had to start late, and it wasn't just us. Everybody started late around here.
Oh yeah.
And cucumbers, for example, last year. Well, I don't know. Would they? We should have some by now.
We should. I would think.
And we've had one, the hope of one, and it withered off and died. Like it.
Yeah, it didn't get pollinated.
And last year we had huge cucumbers that we couldn't keep up with. We couldn't eat them all.
Yeah.
I mean, we would go out there and have 8 or 10 of them in different stages going all at one time. So to have one so far and have it die, I don't know that I have high hopes that we're going to get many cucumbers this year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the plant's still young. I mean, I'm sure we'll get a ton of them still. But, it might be later on in the year. But our tomatoes are doing all right. We're about to have some BLTs.
We're just to the point where we have one ready and a couple almost ready, starting to blush. And so, we went and bought bacon and bread. We're just waiting. We're waiting every day. We go out there and check, see if it's time.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the best thing? I love that about summer. Like the first BLT of the year, nothing beats that.
Right. And last year was awesome because we had our garden, we did a container garden, and we did that last year, and that was awesome to have fresh tomatoes from your garden for those BLTs.
Mm-hmm. The only thing we have peppers in this year, and those are doing well all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
We did basil, and that's the only thing we've really used so far from our garden.
Right.
We're hopeful that we'll get some other stuff out of there. We have beans, but I'm not seeing any, the plants look good and healthy, but I'm not seeing any beans yet.
Yeah, they're getting there. I see some, getting ready. It's close for the beans. We did get one cherry tomato.
Mm-hmm.
A couple others are almost ready.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're hopeful that we'll be able to get some. It's not just saving money, although it does save a lot of money, but there is nothing like watching. Literally every day we go out there and our stuff is different. You can see things grow if we have if it's been cold and rainy and all of a sudden you have a hot day. The difference in everything. There was nothing yesterday. Today there's 5 new things, or new flowers, or it's way taller, or whatever. It's fun for us to do that.
It is fun. Is there anything in particular that you are looking forward to for the fall?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What I am looking forward to is hopefully we'll get some time to go camping.
Yeah,
hopefully
and
the weather
fishing.
cooperates, and camping and fishing, and that's always good fun.
I don't mind fishing, but I'm more of I like the atmosphere of fishing. I can fish, and I don't mind it and whatever, but John loves to fish.
Yeah.
And it's just as fun to me. I'm not one of those women that's like, come on, let's go. I'm not like that at all. I will sit and watch him for hours, and I don't complain, and I just love to be by the water and to hear nature sounds. It's very relaxing to me. So I'm anxious for that.
Except it was not relaxing when we went that one time fishing, was it?
There's too many snakes.
Yeah, we were shore fishing and there were snakes everywhere. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, I'm done. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
and the fish weren't biting. There was a bass right there. I could see it in the water. You jig right past it. Nothing. Not interested.
we went camping last year, and we had a doggy last year that we had to put to sleep, so we don't have him this year, but it was John and I and a Great Dane
Yeah.
in a tent.
Tent sleeping.
He was good though. I thought he'd be a pain in the butt. He was good, but he loved it. We tied him out there, and he just like laid in the sun, and we took a bunch of board games. We love to play board games, and we had the best time. We had just like burgers on the grill.
We had steak too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well,
good.
we went camping
A couple times.
a couple of times. Yeah, one time with him, one time without him. Oh my gosh! One time we went camping without. Like the second time we went camping. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I think so.
And we were across the water. There was a body of water between and camping sites all around. And we were on one side, and there were some people that came right next to us. And, you know, whoever you're next to in a campground, am I right, that can totally change your experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
They came, and they were a little bit noisy, but it was okay. They weren't obnoxious or anything. But they were out night fishing, so that was kind of entertaining for us to watch.
Yeah, they were catfishing.
And so we were out there around the fire, you know, doing what you do when you camp. And then all of a sudden somebody sneezed.
Across the water.
Across the water.
lake.
And yeah, you can hear, bless you.
Yeah. So people sneezed across the water, and the people next to us said, bless you.
Yeah, and the crazy thing.
Thanks.
Yeah, the crazy thing is then we were like giggling and talking and staying up late. We're like, crap, we have to be really quiet.
Everybody
You could
can
hear
hear
somebody
everything.
sneeze across a lake, and it was hundreds of feet away.
It was a ways. I mean, you couldn't tell any details across there.
You couldn't throw a ball that far.
No, it was a ways. I'm starting to slow down here.
But I would be anxious to do that again. Hopefully the weather will slow. I definitely want to do the farmer's market before summer's over too.
Yeah.
As far as fall goes, we're at Hobby Lobby today. That's like my favorite place to get house stuff. We like to create a lot of our own house stuff, but I really do like the variety that they have, and the prices are fair, I think.
Yeah.
And like Walmart and places like that don't have very many decor kind of things, and you don't know when you go into a specialty store what you're gonna find, you know, the little gifty store kind of things, which I like those, but there's not that many around us. So Hobby Lobby is a good place to go. So we were in there, and the fall stuff was out, and it just made me start to like itch a little, because you know how it is when you're in a house for a long time, even a couple of years, you get into a pattern of, this is where the Christmas tree goes, and this is where I hang the blah blah, and like, so this is a whole new world, a much bigger house, and I'm really anxious to decorate it for fall, even more than Christmas. Fall is my favorite thing to decorate for. My tradition when my kids were little is I would send them to school on the first day of school, and they would come home and it would be decorated for fall.
Yeah, you like to decorate for fall.
I love the colors, the warm colors, and I love the smells of fall. All those pumpkin-y kind of things. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Be able to decorate the house. Heck, we haven't even gotten everything put in its place from moving. Yeah, we had to move twice, so we're exhausted from all that.
Another thing is, for years we've lived on busy streets. And so we talked about this before. We're really excited to see what we have for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, because past couple of years, the little town that we lived in, living right on kind of the main street that goes through town, I don't think we got a single kids or anything. So we had all this candy. Fortunately, we had to eat it ourselves. So that's why we always buy stuff that we want to eat. Yeah. None of that crap bag.
Yeah. So that'll be good. And what else about fall? We love football.
Yeah, I love football. We have different favorite teams.
I'm a 49ers fan.
And I like the Oakland Raiders. I'm sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders soon enough, right? Yeah, that's going to be weird.
And we both like Hawkeye football.
Yeah. Both Iowa Hawkeye fans.
I would be disowned from my family. I think I would have been given away as a child. I had no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
In fact, do you want to tell that story about my dad?
Oh, yeah, so...
My dad, who's gone now, by the way.
Yeah, he's since passed, but when I first met him, we went to eat at his favorite restaurant, and we're sitting there, we're just kind of chit-chatting and having a good time, and he's like, what did he say? How did he say that?
First of all, he got very serious and quiet.
Yeah.
He's like, I have a question I gotta ask you.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Just deadpan looks at me, I got a question I've got to ask you.
Then, of course, I got huge anxiety, and I can only imagine what John
I
felt.
was like, ruh-roh. And then he's like, do you like the Iowa Hawkeyes? And I was like, oh, why, yes, I do. And I think that was my in. And we got to watch a game together when he
Yeah,
was
my
in the
dad
hospital.
was in the hospital, so we went and watched the Iowa game with him.
Yeah, that was fun.
How are the ribs?
Want to try some?
Why don't you just tell me if they're good?
Oh, they're good. Yeah,
Are they spicy?
No, not at all.
Are you if you could have ribs made exactly how you want them, are you a rub then sauce, or are you a rub or sauce, or what?
I like the rub and sauce, but I don't like it when it's like slathered on. I like just like a hint on there.
Me too. And I also, what I don't like sometimes when it's rub and sauce is it gets crazy salty sometimes. Like some people overdo it.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful with that, because of course, you know, like anything, you know, with the rub, when I do my ribs, I usually take a name brand like Famous Dave's barbecue rub that you can get, like rib rub from Walmart.
Rib rub.
Yeah, rib rub. And then I just pour that into a bowl. I end up adding like my own stuff to it. But you got to be careful, don't add any more salt because it's already got a lot of salt that's in there. So yeah, I'll get the ribs the night before and then put the rub on them. But first, you got to slather it up with yellow mustard. Then put the rub on. Let that sit overnight.
Look at that mess you're making.
What mushroom?
That's a mess you're making.
I'm making a mess. Ribs are good. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. Oh, the steak is gone.
You better finish it.
Steak is gone.
Did you have a bone in?
No.
This was called the Fort Worth, right? Fort
Fort Worth ribeye.
What makes it a Fort Worth ribeye?
It's Texas Roadhouse, so they got to put the name of Texas places on there.
I was just wondering, like, if that was a thing other than a Texas Roadhouse, but that's just a Texas Roadhouse name, huh?
Yeah. So, other than the skin here, my baked potatoes basically gone. My steak basically gone. A lot of fat on the one I had. Some fat's okay. When it's a big old wad of fat like that, you can't eat that.
No, but you know who will eat that? Who would like to eat that is a little kitty cat.
A little cat.
Coming up soon, if you're an animal lover, we're going to be doing some cat videos.
Yeah.
We have 2 cats, actually. We only claim 1 most of the time, but we do have 2 cats. And Rookie has a lot of personality, so we're going to put him through some paces and see how he does.
Yeah. We've got different things that we're going to put down, and he gets to choose which one he wants to eat.
We're going to do some activities with him, high versus not high. The cat, I mean. On
catnip.
Yeah. Yeah, how does he, like, play with a toy normally versus when he's had catnip? He does change. In fact, if he gets grouchy, which he does sometimes, he's like a toddler. He'll all of a sudden be crabby and wants nothing to do with you. And then he'll go out of the room, change his personality, and come back in. He's totally fine.
Yeah, he's funny.
It's like he has to put his head down on his desk for a minute.
Yeah. Then our other cat is Kitty, and What do you say Kitty is?
Feral.
She feral. She feral.
She is way feral.
She was an indoor-outdoor cat at our old place. And then since we've moved, we've kept her indoors, and she is driving us nuts. If it's nice out, or she can see that it's nice out, or anything like that, she is just meowing, 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 meowing.
And it's been like 7 months since she's been outside.
Yeah.
And she hasn't forgotten.
She will never forget, I don't think.
Yeah, and we have a big sliding glass door right here, so sometimes you see us looking. It's because there's something going on, or the cat's over there, or whatever. She knows, and she wants to tell us about it. Hey, there's a bird. Can I go out there? And it's over and over and over and over again.
Right. Here's Rooks.
Yeah,
He's under the table. Get him.
Yeah, Rooks.
Rooks.
So, anyway, so Kitty is in trouble half of her life.
Yeah, we gotta close her downstairs to get a break from all the meowing, because she seriously will meow nonstop, and it is grating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's not a bad cat. She's just loud. Buddy. Yeah. So there's Ricky. Hi, Bubba. Do you smell anything?
He's a good boy.
So, and Kitty is an orange cat with white on her.
Yeah, orange tabby.
And they're both about the same age. But Kitty acts much older than Ricky. Ricky is very kittenish. And he's probably, I don't know, 9 or 10.
Yep.
But he loves John. He's my cat, but somehow he's stolen away.
Yeah. He likes me. Right, buddy?
So...
Alright, let's put you down.
Yeah, there's fur flying. I can see it.
There you go.
I hope you're done eating now.
Yeah, I'm full. Oh, I got cat fur on my face.
I think we are done.
Oh, yeah. I only put dressing on part of my salad, so I can eat the rest of that later. I'm going to finish these ribs up. We can have those later for a snack.
We might have to put them in the oven instead of the microwave or something.
Yeah, kind of crisp them up a little bit, hopefully. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So tell us what your favorite thing is at Texas Roadhouse. Like I said, we haven't been there in forever. I know that I've had like a smothered something. Isn't it called roadkill? I want to say.
Oh, yummy.
Well, and I think it's little like beef tips.
Okay.
Smothered in like cheese and onions and blah blah mushrooms and that kind of stuff. I know I've had that. I know I've had chicken fried steak because that's one of my favorite things. And if the place has it, it's very hard for me to not get that.
Love chicken fried steak, especially with eggs for breakfast.
Right. I'm more, I don't know. I'll eat it for either. But, so I don't know what we're missing out on. I typically, we don't go there very often, so I typically get just a steak.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been there in decades and decades, so I don't even remember what I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you weren't given that gift,
we would, because, well, as you know, like we said, I have a nut allergy, so it's not someplace that normally comes up.
Right. But man, it was fast. Like we went to Walmart really quick, and in the parking lot we ordered, and then they said, yeah, it'd be done in like a half an hour or so. We went to Hobby Lobby, picked up a couple things really quick, went right over there, and it was done. It was amazing, and that's a lot of food to get done.
And it was like at 4:30 that we went. It's Friday today, and it was 4:30, and it was getting packed.
Yeah, it was packed already. So it's not like they were just sitting around on their hands. It was.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're gonna sign off for now, don't you think?
Heck yeah.
So we have a ton of new cool videos. We have a huge list of things that we're doing. We have a whole series of one of the ones that we can link is can you cook a steak with an iron?
Right.
And we got it from 5 Minute Crafts, and so we're starting to do a series of those. Like we mentioned, we're going to do some stuff with the cat. If you're into that kind of thing, we definitely like to do new product reviews, and we have some new ones of those up and new ones coming.
New one's coming. Yep.
And travel. Like we said, we're going to be going on vacation, so we'll be able to add some travel-y kind of stuff
Heck yeah.
when we're there. But definitely consider hitting subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything, and the little bell so you can be notified when we do put out a new video.
Give us the thumbs up.
Yeah, but what should they give us a thumbs up for? If you like cats or you like steak.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Those little onion blossom. Those are delicious.
Who doesn't like those? I feel like everybody I know loves onion rings, onion blossoms, like everybody I know likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know I do.
So anyway, definitely just give us a thumbs up.
Please, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the little bell.
I already said that.
Ding.
Ding. All right, that's all we have for now.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.